call it, Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm a... So sue me, who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies, if life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant, trolling on the internet, no respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck, coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck. You can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Jets going up against the Browns. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Blue 45, blue 45.
Bortles now on first down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The 6th overall pick in 2015, Leonard Williams. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. On second down, here's Bortles. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. That one good for 12 yards. And they're going to have a third down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Left.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. First down throw for Hackenberg. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
On second down, here's Hackenberg. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and now it's third down. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
Prince Amukamara is a former first-round cornerback who's looking to become king.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
On third down, Hackenberg. And that is incomplete. Quincy Enunwa, the intended receiver. And now it's fourth down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Bortles now on first down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's brought down after a good gain. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Okay, Charles, who are you picking to highlight here as we show the starters for the Cleveland Browns?
I like how you said highlight because I'm going to go with Isaiah Crowell, the running back, because if you go back to his high school days, he was in the spotlight. Actually announced he was going to the University of Georgia holding up a bulldog puppy. Didn't work out there. Went to Alabama State and had a nice career. Undrafted, unheralded, but had a really nice year in 2015, so he's trying to bring the spotlight back.
And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
Sheldon Richardson's talent is absolutely immense. And when he plays on the defensive line, it's a difficult task to block him.
Green 39. Green 39.
Again, it's Bortles. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Near his goal line, it's Hackenberg. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9.
Green 39. Green 39.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. It finds his target, Fuller. He's at the 40, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Their dangerous wide receiver, 96 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time through the interception in the red zone.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Here we go now.
On second down, here's Bortles. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Jets take possession. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, here's Hackenberg. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Third down now following the completed pass. Hackenberg from the gun on 3rd. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Bortles throwing on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd and 4.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now Bortles over the middle here to Wilson. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Terrell Pryor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He's got time. He's going to loft one deep. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for the Jets. 65 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did. And
it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Muscles him off. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
3rd and long for Hackenberg. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Folk's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 55 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Here we go now. Green. Nice.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Caught left side. It's Barnage. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a nice catch there by Gary Barnage, and there's no getting around it. The emergence of him has been nothing short of stunning, hasn't it?
Yeah, first 6 years, total 44 catches. Then at age 30 last year, he goes for 79.
Who says you don't get better with age?
Here we go. Green 39.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And Murray's kick is up and good. And that will knot us up at 10. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive...
It's caught inside the 25. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
One receiver left, two to the right. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. More from Cleveland after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Detroit, back in Philly. Here we go. Here we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. From the gun, Hackenberg. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Over. Gun.
Second down, Hackenberg. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Hackenberg on fourth. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. That man can leap, Charles. How do you defend a pass like that in a receiver that good?
Partner, you're really doing it through prayer because you can cover them totally downfield, but at the end, their athleticism actually allows them to uncover themselves and go over the top of you and make a play.
Slap, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, here's Bortles. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
Ace! Ace! Here we go now. Blue 45. Z. Ace! Ace! Left.
On third and long, it's Bortles. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken it around the 40. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Hackenberg now. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56.
On On second down, here's Hackenberg. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Pryor has it complete. And he's brought down after a good game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. A final shot before half for Bortles. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Now let's go. 3-19. Gone.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Set. Leopard. Leopard. All right, now. Check. Patriot.
They go play action. Hackenberg under pressure there, and Hackenberg is sacked. Carl Nassib, the rookie from Penn State, in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack.
Here we go. Green.
3rd and long for Hackenberg. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Carl Nassib in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be incredible field position as that'll kick out of bounds inside the opponent's 35-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They've got great field position, obviously, to start this drive. Tie game, do you maybe go a little riskier here with that great field position?
I think so.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Found a little room there as as he's up to about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go.
And they'll run it here. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, there's two guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Here we go. Green, 39. Over.
They'll throw now with Hackenberg. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Desmond Bryant in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. Off the play fake, Hackenberg. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Danny Shelton in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They go back to the air here after the INT. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over. Right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Throwing, Hackenberg. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it's good for a New York first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right. To throw, Hackenberg. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Jets are going to have it 1st and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Detroit! Good! Detroit! Detroit! Set! B-19! Watching that Marty! Marty! Good! Watching that Marty! Marty! Hurry up! Hit it!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They just do get the play off. Now Hackenberg. And Amaro's got this one. Touchdown, Jets. Jace Amaro, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to take the lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This will be taken very short. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looking for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play callers, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here we go. Blue 40. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. So. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Bortles now on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Z. So. Left.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. And he's brought down after a good game.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. His throw incomplete. Andrew Hawkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Second down now after the incompletion. Bortles will try again on second down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Terrell Pryor with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns are back within a score. He's got it, and it's 24-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Stays on his feet. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Here we go.
Second down, Hackenberg. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Danny Shelton in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look. 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. 3rd and long for Hackenberg. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Here we go now. Green.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go.
Hackenberg on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense. And
now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
All the elements of what you want out of a play came together on that one. A really nice run, took care of the football, and even more importantly, taking the clock under 4 minutes now. At this stage of the game, how do you bleed out the clock, take care of the ball, and make sure the other team doesn't have a chance to come back on you? You're looking at your sheet, how many timeouts are left, how many runs do we need to close it out? That's what the coach is looking at right now. Situational football, trying to gain a victory.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On play action, it's Hackenberg. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And he whips that one incomplete there. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Bortles, got to have this one. And this is brought in by Pryor. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's brought down after a good gain. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy.
And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. 2nd down following the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the eye. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Hackenberg now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing here, Hackenberg. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Led the rush.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. To his knee goes Hackenberg, and that ought to be the ball game. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click,